Hey everyone, welcome back. In the last lesson, we were taking a look at error handling, and we were hanging out here in our extensions file, and we created this nifty little handle fire auth error function in our extension. And that is handling things like when we are doing anything with Firebase authentication. If there is an error, then we can handle that appropriately. However, it was brought to my attention today that there are still some cases that we are not handling at all. For instance, here in the register view controller, we're doing checks that email, username, and password are not empty, but if they are empty, we're not doing anything. We're just returning out of the function. Furthermore, we're not doing any check on our password and confirm password. We did our green and red check marks, but we aren't actually enforcing that once we actually click on register. So you could have mismatching passwords and still register a user because here in register clicked, we are not doing a check on that. So let's go ahead and fix that. What we're gonna do is we are going to come back to our extensions.swift file, and we are going to create another function here in our extension for the UI view controller. And what we are going to do is create a function called simple alert. Okay, so you'll find that a lot of times you just need to throw up a simple alert that just says something with a title and a message and an OK button. And it's not a lot of code, but it gets kind of annoying having to retype that every time. So what we are going to do is create a simple little function that will allow us to simply call in one line of code, pass in a title and a message, and then have that be presented. So we are going to pass into this function a title of type string, a message of type string, and then here we are going to say let alert equal UI alert controller, initialize it with the title message. We're going to say title messages message, and the preferred style is dot alert. Then we're going to say alert.add action, and we're going to create an alert UI alert action, and we're going to initialize that with a title, and we're just going to make that say okay. The style for the alert is .default, and we don't need it to do anything, so we say nil for the handler. And then finally, we just say present, and here we go, present the alert. Animated is true, completion is nil. Okay, so this is very similar to what we did here in our handle fire auth error code. The only thing that's different is that we actually just kind of put this line and this line combined. So you can see here that I said alert.add action, and then we initialized the alert action inside of the method for add action, just to kind of remove one extra line of code. Perfect, so I'm gonna save that, and let's go back to our register VC file. And here, instead of simply returning if any of the fields are empty, we will instead call our new function. We're gonna have to say self because we're in a, are we in a closure? Nope, we're not in a closure here. So we can just say simple alert, and we pass in a title for the alert, and we'll say something like error. And then for the title, we can say, please fill out all fields. Okay. And then we'll return, but now the user has some sort of feedback as to what needs to happen. And then what we can do is we can do a check on our passwords and make sure that they are the same. So I'm going to say guard let, and this is going to be confirm pass. We already have our first password field, but this is going to be the confirm password. So I'm going to say guard let confirm pass equal confirm pass text dot text, and then we're going to do a check to make sure that confirm pass is equal to password. So I'm going to say confirm pass is equal to password, and if it's not, then we are going to do the same thing. We're going to call simple alert, And we'll pass in the title, we'll say error, and for the message, we'll say passwords do not match. And that looks pretty good. Oh, we'll need to return. So I'm gonna say return. And let's go ahead and check that out. Let's run that. All right, here we go. Let's click on login. I'm gonna click on create new user. And without putting anything here, I'm gonna click register, and this time we should see, hey, there we go, error, please fill out all fields. Very good. So now let's put in some info here, Johnny at test.com, and we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And this time we'll do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. And before, this actually would have let us register a new user. But if we click now, we should get that error. Here we go, passwords do not match. Very good. All right, that takes care of everything here in the register VC, I think. Let's see here, register click, guard let auth user. We don't really need to account for that. Link and retrieve, that's already handled here. In the login VC, we should definitely put something here. So this is where we are doing the check to make sure that email and passwords are not empty. This would get caught by Firebase, but just to save us a call to our Firebase backend, we can catch it first right here. So we'll say simple alert. And again, for the title, we can say error. For the message, we will say, please fill out all fields. There we go. And we'll save that. And let me see if there's anywhere else that we want to do a check. This looks good. All right, let's run that. And we'll go ahead and say login, click login. And we should see, there we go, error, please fill out all fields. All right, great. All right, looking good. So just a quick lesson to go over a few more places where we needed to catch some errors and give some feedback to our user. We created our second extension function on our UI view controller, just a simple alert function so that we don't have to repeatedly add these few lines of code. So yeah, that makes it nice and easy to throw up these simple alerts. So I hope you enjoyed this little lesson, and I will see you all in the next one.